out here to bring out the word of truth. All praise to the Most High.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai.
Double honor to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. No respect to the brothers teaching the truth all over the earth. It's kind of rainy out here today, you know. But, you know, we got the umbrellas out this time. We ain't gonna let the rain drive us off. Of course, it's in this season, out of season. Everybody get that. We'll read that one first, in that effect.
Okay.
So we're just gonna bring out the truth. We out here for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We're on the opposite side of the street today. So if anybody, you know, whoever trying to find us, any brothers in the Pittsburgh area, if you're trying to find us, you know, by chance you come through anytime you don't see us in our regular spot, we're exactly directly across the street.
Okay.
So, you know, we're out here to bring it forth, looking for the elect. We talk about the end of the world, which is the end of the age, the end of the so-called white man Esau.
That's right.
Edomite.
Yep.
The fall of the divine Roman Empire, with Esau at the head of that. NATO, the EU, America, Babylon the Great. Okay? You got something?
2 Timothy 4:2
Yep.
says, preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season.
That's right. The whole topic is preach the word. You know, we gotta be instant, in season, out of season. Scriptures also talk about being apt to teach. So anytime, at any moment, you gotta be ready to teach the word. Now, inside of that, you have to know that you don't have to teach everybody. You know, the scriptures do say, if thou perceive, go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceivest in him not to have the lips of knowledge. So you don't have to just teach anybody, you know. And also in 2nd Edison it talks about share this with the wise of the people who thou heart know may comprehend and keep these secrets, you know. So you have to reserve the right, you know, who you teach. So you have to watch it. You know? Any over there want to add anything, y'all can check out.
That's right.
Yeah.
So, no.
So again, be instant in season, out of season. Preach the word.
That's right. 2 Timothy 4:2.
Right.
Preach the word. Be instant, in season, out of season.
Right. Any kind of weather, whether it's raining, whether it's cold, burning hot. Over the years, myself, I had the opportunity to be in South Carolina, North Carolina, Arizona, down here in Pittsburgh, different places. Sometimes it's burning hot, sometimes it's freezing cold. Even up here in Pittsburgh last year, man, like it froze, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be instant in season. I done preached in South Carolina when it was over 100 degrees and humidity in the burning sun. So there's also a scripture that talks about when Yahweh talks about doing the work to the men that have borne the heat of the day. You know, you gotta deal with different elements, but it's all for the sake of trying to find that elect. You know, teaching the word and us trying to gain that one penny. As
right.
the scripture talks about, which is really the kingdom of heaven. You know, the reward of righteousness.
And it reads, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. That's what we do. You know, if we have to reprove somebody through the Spirit, we will. If we have to rebuke somebody through the Spirit, we will. You know, and we exercise all long suffering and doctrine. You know, because things don't always go how we want them to go. You know, today we had anticipated being, you know, it being nice weather, and then right before camp started, then you know, the skies open up and rain coming down. You know?
Rain.
So it is what it is.
Under the umbrella. Under the umbrella.
Yeah, this is
You want to get under the umbrella?
John chapter 17, verse 17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
right. Sanctify through thy truth. Thy word is truth.
Right.
This is how you get cleared. You know, there's another scripture that says, "You are washed by the regeneration of the word." You know, there's also one in Psalms. What is that? 119.
119 and yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get it.
We read that. So we right now we're just going through the Spirit and letting the Spirit guide us. Whatever precepts and scriptures that brother want to bring out, we're gonna bring them out. You know.
Okay.
How you doing? You got it.
I got.
Proverbs
31. You know what that is.
What about it? Back then, that's what women did.
Right.
Nowadays, it's completely different. You have to take it within the time. That's your profession, then do so. Back then, women had, certain jobs around the house. And if we had clothes in there, our wives would make them.
Yeah.
Now, if you know how to make garments, hey, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Want new garments now, you know?
Yeah. Because if you
new garments, yeah, that's how to make this, you know?
Right, because if you would like, when you read in the scriptures, you had different women that helped out the disciples, helped out the church by different things, and one of them was, making garments, feeding them, different things like that.
Wife,
No.
wife, yes, whatever.
Right.
You know, that's back then.
And just a,
Does that mean that?
and just,
Because like the women now have like jobs now. Does that mean because like someone isn't working, like if your husband or anything like that isn't working, does that also apply? Like you're supposed to do everything and he like
Ah,
you
you
want to
do.
work?
No, not at all. If the scripture says if a man don't work, he shouldn't eat. All
That's
all
right.
brothers out there supposed to have jobs, supposed to be trying to work. Okay, that's how I'm saying. You know, the woman should be taking care of you. You know, Most High gave the man and the woman both roles. We go back to Genesis. We go Genesis real quick, 3.
okay.
Yeah, let's go there real quick. So the sister had a question. So that was decreed by the Most High. You know, because Adam listened to his wife, the Most High put a decree on us, and then he put a decree on the woman. The same way. I think it's around about 16 or maybe up a little bit.
3 and 16?
Yeah,
I think it is.
But start with the Most High started saying because, you know, we might be up a little bit. You know. Genesis, start at 9. Start at 8. No, start at 9. Genesis 3 and 9. Start right there. You look for it.
Alright, this is Genesis chapter 3, verse 9. And the Most High Yahweh called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou?
Right, so the Most High was looking for Adam. He said, Adam, where are you? Go ahead.
He said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I
Right.
hid myself.
Right, so Adam came to that knowledge, you know, which really is not talking about literal nakedness, but also too understanding a little bit more than he was supposed to know. Hey man, get out of here, man. Spirit, he was spirit. You know? Go ahead.
He said, Who told thee that thou was naked?
Right, go ahead.
Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat?
Right, dabbling into other philosophy, you know what I mean? When men go too far, you're doing too much. So really, Adam violated what, you know, through the woman. He violated what the Most High told him, you know, what they should have been doing.
And the man said, The woman whom thou gavest to be with me,
Right.
she gave me of the tree, and I did eat.
Right, listening to Satan. Satan got in her head, and then she went forward and done something, then she compelled him to do it. Go ahead.
And the Most High Yahweh said unto the woman, What is this that thou hast done? The woman said, The serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
It was Satan, he tricked me, and then I didn't start dabbling in these other philosophy, right? Because what is the word like this? It's like the bread, wine, milk, right? It's a meal, you know? This is the milk, like the baby stuff is milk, and the heavy things is meat. There's some things that got withheld from us because we didn't need to know. It's like when, I think it's in Revelation, I think it's, either in Daniel or Revelation, whoever was about to write with the seventh thunder uttered, but the Most High said, no, don't write that part there. Because there's some things that we can't fathom right now because we're in the flesh.
Yep.
So some things that are withheld from us because it's not needed to know right now.
Yep.
It's like when guys start going into the whole thing about marijuana and these different illicit drugs, and they say, well, they say in the scripture that herb, you know, was for man, but we don't really know what the purpose of marijuana is because Esau done tampered with everything. So that's something we'll find out in the kingdom, but we know that you're supposed to ingest smoke. You know, we dealt with that whole marijuana, that oil and all that. Yeah, go ahead.
The Most High said unto the serpent, Because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
And it's the same spirit that's in the Edomites now. The spirit of the serpent, you know? Go ahead, brother.
Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
Right, so that's why when women have babies now and childbearing, it's painful. No matter how many epidurals they give you, I've been told, women still feel it. You're never gonna be able to numb that pain, but that was given by the Most High.
Yep.
Go ahead.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband,
Right.
and he shall rule over thee.
You hear that? Thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over you. So even back then, you know, woman was meant to be a subjection to the husband, you know, in righteousness. Go ahead, boy.
And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife,
Right, you gonna be leading. So when you gonna listen to her, following her lead, bro. You know? Go ahead.
and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake,
Curse the ground for your sake. Go ahead.
and sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life.
And what else?
Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee. Thou shalt eat the herb of the field.
Come on.
In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground.
Right. The sweat of thy face shall thou eat bread. You're gonna have to work.
Yup.
You know, now that we got that decree, we have to work for a living. Which, you know, I mean, men supposed to work anyway, but I mean, shit, when we in the kingdom, we ain't gonna be working. You know, well, we might call it work, but we ain't gonna be doing work like we do now. Our work would be getting a million Edomites to do this, to move this over here, to do that. Hell, you Edomites come here and move this stuff over to this side, and then at sunset you go back and say, now move it all back over there.
Yup.
Yeah. We wasn't supposed to, it's certain stuff that we wasn't supposed to know. If he started, he's like, no. People coming in to beguile you with false doctrine. So don't even try to what we do. You just try to go into the fact that we gotta work for it. You know what I mean? So that was the decree on man. Just like we supposed to live forever. You know? Or be basically immortal, but then when that spirit of death came on, because it started when Adam sinned. Or when they both sinned, but it said the woman was in the transgression of Abraham.
That's right.
You know? Say that again. She listened to the serpent. She didn't beat it. Alright. So let's go back to where we were. Get on.
I got
Oh, you got something on that? Go ahead.
nah, so we're going back to what we brought forth. Like the brother was saying from the beginning. Basically, he's going into the real spiritual baptism. Okay.
Before the cleansing.
Yeah, the cleansing, right? You know, because you cleanse yourself by the word. You know. Psalms 119:9 says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereunto according to the word." You know, so you cleanse your way by what? Taking heed to the word, and his word, which is what? The scriptures. Okay, this is what ultimately cleanses you. You know?
Savior said that. He said, in the scriptures, you think you have eternal life.
Right. And then he, like the brother brought out, sanctify them through thy word is true.
Right.
Okay. So this is how you get cleansed through the word. And how do you also get cleansed? Because you start to read how you're supposed to live, which, you know, the Lord gave us the law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. And taking heed into the word, you start to follow the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability. You start, cleansing. You start to become clean. Okay. By what? Taking heed to the word.
Read that again.
So I'll read. Yes, I'll read again. Psalms 119:9. It says, "Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way, by taking heed thereunto according to thy word."
Right. So that's the real, real baptism, like the brother said.
And I got
you're washed by the regeneration of the word, as it says also. I think it's in Ephesians, somewhere in the New Testament. But we're about to get it.
I got it right now.
Oh, go ahead and read it.
All right, like what the brother's speaking on Ephesians 5:26, and it reads, it says that he might sanctify and cleanse it with the washing of the water by the word.
Right. This is how men are made clean. You know, because what you repent, you turn back to what the Most High said do in the scriptures, and that removes the wickedness from you. Because what you learn in the scriptures, she shows you how to cleanse your way, like the scripture says.
Yep. And just to back you up, it's showing you what this word is the true water.
Right.
You know?
The Savior said that.
Right. Right.
He that drink of this shall never thirst.
Yeah.
You know? That's it.
Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 2. No, that's not it. Slack.
Don't worry about it.
I think I know where you was going though.
2 verse 22. I'm blind, so I can't see sometimes. All right. Jeremiah 2 verse 22. For though thou wash thee with niter and take thee much soap,
Alright.
yet thy iniquity is marked before me, saith the Most High Yahweh. All right, because even though you can wash yourself on the physical aspect with niter soap or some sort of cleansing agent, you can wash your physical body. All right, but spiritually, if you're still messed up on the inside, your iniquity is still counted for what it is, because it's not covered in the blood of Yahweh. All right, and that's why also Yahweh said, it's better if you have a cup, wash the inside of the cup and the outside will be clean too, rather than just washing the outside of the cup and the inside's still dirty. You know?
Okay. Matthew 23.
It doesn't profit anything.
Matthew 23, verse 24. Ye blind guides, restraining the gnat and swallowing camels. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you may clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess. Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also.
Yeah, because the Pharisees, they had the outward. They're all about the outward appearance, the physicality, all right, of being holy and righteous.
And that's like IUIC. They're all about the outside, They want to appear righteous unto men.
But inside, they're dirty. They're ravening wolves, all right? Looking to turn children into 2 times the child of hell than they are, all right?
Yeah, boy. Verse 27, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye are likened to whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones and all unclean. Even so ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrisy and iniquity.
Yeah, these Pharisees are these hypocrites in general in the world, all right? Scripture said their mouth are open sepulchres, all right, which are graveyards, tombstones, all right? And they swallow the righteous up, all right? And because the righteous take heed to their doctrines and listen to them, it leads to death, all right? Because then, they lose hope, they lose all faith in Yahushua, because, they trust in man, all right?
Now I got another quick precept on the living water. Isaiah 55, verse 1, it says, Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the water, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Ye come buy wine and milk without money and without price. And this is what's coming out of the truth. Fill you up, Continue on. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good, and let your soul delight itself in fat. You get full of the word. You got Ecclesiastes 12:1.
Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth.
That's what we tell people. Remember the Creator in the days of your youth, And how do you remember the Most High? You turn back to the first love. You go back with your remembrance, Your remembrance gets sparked and you turn back to the first love. Another place is called you do the first work, which is following the Most High.
Right.
While the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in it.
Right, because you wait till you get old and then it's too late to try to turn back to the Most High, I mean, it's never too late, but you want to do this in your street while you're young,
That's kind of what they push in the world. Like with church, they say, people just do whatever they do while they're young. And they say, I'll get it together when I get old. Like everybody else in church. All the old people go to church and they sit there and they act like they never done anything wrong. You know what I mean? So this is all about coming out of the ways of this place.
Right. What you have trying to say, you say you gotta be like babes. You gotta be born again in the spirit. You gotta be like a little church. What you gonna do after you 70 years old, you set in your ways, you can't even do nothing for the Most High. This is about the ministry, Coming out here bringing out the word. They don't 70-year-old dudes out here bringing out the truth, even though that could happen, Repent, people have in their hands. Go ahead, man. Anybody got something?
Isaiah 29, verse 6. It reads, it says, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of...
Before you go there. Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, no, just stay with me and deal with the transition. Yeah. So,
Can you read that over for me, bro?
yeah, I'll read that. What I had.
Ecclesiastes 43.
Oh yeah. We never read it. So now we just bringing that out as preliminary. Now we'll transition. Because what we're about to get into is everything that's going on, what the Most High doing in the earth, Right. So yeah, get that Ecclesiastes 43. We're down in 43 and 49. Yeah, 49.
Ecclesiasticus 43 and 29.
Right.
The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power.
See, people don't know. The Most High is going to make his name known throughout all the earth when he destroys the modern day Pharaoh, spiritual Egypt, spiritual Egypt being Babylon the Great, modern day Pharaoh being Esau, the so-called white man. The Most High is going to make his name known throughout all the earth. So the Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power. Go ahead.
when ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can.
Right. And that's why when brothers out there teaching, you see us lifting up our voices and using all our might. So read that again.
When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can.
Right, this is about putting the Most High in your house on the pedestal, not our own self. You know, we're not out here just like when people stop and ask us what our names are. Like dude was asking me last week and then he tried to get kind of funny. And I told him, this is a brother teaching the truth. You know, I'm not out here to do my works, I'm out here to do the works. We do the works of him that sent us. So we glorify the Lord and coming out here. This is showing the power of the Most High because he put the Spirit on us and come out here and see, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
For even yet will he far exceed, and when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
Right, so when you come out here and teach the truth, the Most High said, put forth all your strength when you exalt him, you know? Because we can never go far enough. No matter what we do, the Most High can far exceed our greatest imagination, whatever we can fathom. Just like the kingdom of heaven. You know, I've been meditating on the kingdom of heaven lately, what it's going to be like. It's any number of things that we don't even know about, you know? I'm going to have complete control of the table of elements. We're going to be able to make new elements, be able to make new things. You know, Yahweh Shai going to tell us all the answers of all the questions we ever had. The kingdom of heaven is going to be way better than anything that we've ever experienced, you know? This earth pales in comparison to what the kingdom of heaven is going to be like. And people think that we're going to be going back to the old age. No, it's going to be way more modern than anything you ever saw. The technology is going to be on a whole nother level. Right, unthinkable, like the brother said. Think about now airplanes compared to a chariot. You know, chariots don't even use gas. They don't run on gas. That's a spiritual vehicle. You know, being able to go to other dimensions, being able to teleport, move at the speed of light, to use your whole mind to think with instead of just what they say, 5% of our brain, 10% we tap into now. We have full knowledge of everything, all the time, always. So, like what, you know, the Most High can far exceed. Read that again. Just read the whole thing all the way.
Ecclesiastes 43 and 29. The Lord is terrible and very great, and marvelous is his power.
Does anybody doubt that the Most High is terrible and very great? It even showed back in things in Deuteronomy where the Israelites was talking shit and they said they wanted to hear from the Most High himself. And then the Most High came down and all he did was just basically clear his throat, you know. And everybody it was smoke and I think it got all dark and the cloud, you know, came or whatever. And everybody got afraid, man. You know, and then they say, no, Moses, we want you to speak to him. We don't want the Most High to speak to him. You know, that's how powerful he is. You know, it's another scripture that says, my God is a consuming fire. You know, no man will see the Most High and live. You will burn up in the presence of the Most High if you was in the flesh.
You won't eat. No. I didn't say my
When ye glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as ye can. But even yet will he far exceed.
Right, when you glorify the Lord, exalt him as much as you can. We always try to push the name of the Most High. You know, you got groups out there that don't want to exalt the Most High. They want to teach their own, you know, talk about their own righteousness, justify themselves. You know, like IUIC. They don't want to uplift the name of the Most High and of Yahweh Shai.
And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength, and be not weary, for ye can never go far enough.
Right, get out of the tired spirit. You know. Right now, you see what's going on in the truth. Brothers are kicking it up into high gear, man. Since that, you know, all of a sudden, brothers bringing out lessons round the clock, man. Round the clock. Somebody get Isaiah 62.
Isaiah 62 verse 6.
Spirit.
I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O
Right.
Jerusalem,
Exactly.
which shall never hold their peace, day nor night.
Right. That's the spirit of the Lord. You know, it's not us. The Most High is the one that compels us to do this. Do lessons, shows, you know, find new ways to do lessons. All these different things that's coming out, you know. Go ahead, bro.
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent,
That's right.
and give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem his praise in the earth.
And how do we get the Most High no rest? We're going to get destroyed, nigga. All right? Being a damn scoffer. The Most High is putting we got to get him. The monk ass Jake. These 2/3 Jakes, you're going to get fucked up, man. You know, excuse my language, you know,
Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent.
right. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent. What does that mean? You're supposed to constantly be occupied in prophecy, to meditating in the word, and trying to do something to add unto the ministry of the Most High. You know, you're doing this for the elect's sake, but scriptures also talk about the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your labor of love, which you have showed unto the saints in that you minister and do minister. Roughly paraphrase that.
And give him no rest to establish until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
And when is that? That's in the kingdom of heaven. So we're supposed to give the Most High no rest. It's a parable of the I forget of the wicked judge or whatever. He said this woman is gonna weary me by continually coming to me, so I'm gonna avenge her speedily because she's wearing me out. So we're supposed to be the same way. We're supposed to keep going to the Most High, complaining about these devils, sending up prayers, sending up curses, constantly telling the Most High the injustices that we see down here, teaching the truth always, getting on the Most High nerves. Not that we could, because he's long suffering, but it says give him no rest until he makes Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Right. And then when you know, because we know Jerusalem is a people for a place. Or the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are praised on earth. No, man. You know, every nation despises, man. We are that nation that's not desired here, man. And the only way we will be made praised is when the Heavenly Father sends Yahweh Shah back, which is our Savior. Okay. Until we're in the kingdom. That's when we're going to do our praise on the earth. That's when we're going to be back in our right minds. Right. And we're going to rule like kings. Our women is going to be in our right mind. Okay? We're going to be the princesses and the daughters of Zion like the Heavenly Father made them. Okay? So Israel all together, Southern Kingdom and Northern Kingdom, will be back all in their right mind state. And we're just going to be rulers of the earth. Like once before.
Masters of the universe, like He-Man.
Right.
I have a question. So,
You'll have to. We have some.
Yeah, I got some.
So yeah, bring out Isaiah 51. Yeah, get that. Let's get the precept to it. How it's out.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. The Spirit of the Most High is upon me, because the Most High hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
Right. This is the Most High doing. This ain't us is doing it. Go to Hosea 13. Read it again, bro.
The Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh, is upon me.
Right. The Most High put His Spirit on men to do His work. You know, He's not going to come down His own self and put on a garment and go on the street. Yahweh Shai ain't coming down here to the dirty planet Earth to teach 2/3, be going back and forth with black conscious niggas. No, the Most High got us to do His work, you know? Go ahead, bro.
The Spirit of the Most High is upon me, because the Most High hath anointed me.
Right.
To preach good tidings unto the meek.
Right. The Most High has anointed us to preach good tidings to the meek. Go ahead.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted.
Who's the brokenhearted? That's the Israelites. Go ahead.
To proclaim liberty to the captives.
Israel again. Go ahead.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Right. America is a great prison camp for the Israelites, you know, because of our iniquity, because of our sins back in the Holy Land. All Israel had to suffer, you know. So now we're trying to come up out of the suffering, you know. Go ahead.
To proclaim the acceptable year of the Most High.
Right.
And the day of vengeance of our power.
Right. The day of vengeance. Yahweh Shai said the day of vengeance burns in His heart. In Isaiah 63, I think it was, you know, the day of vengeance, you know, and that's what we trying to bring about. You know, we keep preaching this word, and when the last member of the elect is sealed, then the Most High is going to say, and how shall I can come back, and then the day of vengeance is going to come.
To comfort all that mourn. To appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness.
Right.
The planting of the Most High Yahweh, that He might be glorified.
Right. That they might be called trees of righteousness, you know. And that's hints all through the scripture. You know, like back in Genesis when the Most High walking through the garden, there was trees. We're talking about there were people back then, you know. It ain't literal trees.
Yeah.
That they may be called trees of righteousness. You can drop that. What is actually 10. But that said, the Most High put the Spirit on us. So the Most High, right there in Isaiah, it said the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. We're not making ourselves do this. This is the Spirit of the Lord in action. You know, this is the mouth of the Lord speaking. Go ahead, brother.
Hosea 12 and 9.
Right.
And I, that am the Lord thy God from the land of Egypt, will yet make thee to dwell in tabernacles, as in the days of solemn feasts. I have also spoken by the prophet.
This is the Most High. I have also spoken by the